Ex witch leaves blood ritual and witchcraft for Jesus. Oh yeah, we gotta do that one.
I was addicted to the high.
I am confident before we even get started. I am so confident she's not going. I've not watched this. I mean, there's no way I can prove that, but I've not watched this video. Um, but I'm familiar with the host here, Taylor. I don't know if you guys can see her. Hold on, let me make myself a little smaller there. There you go. I should be a little smaller now on your screen, and you should be able to see Taylor now, the host on the bottom. I'm very familiar with Taylor and her work. She is an evangelical. She is a Pentecostal. That's proven, not just speculation. And she does this often. Has these videos where she'll, talk to people about, her time as a witch and all this other stuff, and she'll have people come on and also give their testimony. And so that's what this is here. But I am quite confident that she's not going to talk about any actual blood rituals. She might mention the word or the term blood rituals, right? But there won't be any actual divulging of a blood ritual, or anything close to that. Um, but maybe I'm wrong. Let's see.
Of the new age. And what they don't tell you is that it is just as addicting, if not more addicting than a drug, because the dopamine hit that you get from knowing that you have even slight power in controlling your life or the lives of others is like, man, the devil is so deceptive. I mean, it's exactly what he told even the garden. You can be like God. I got really deep really fast. I was doing like
So that's a common misconception that the devil is the serpent in the garden. There is no indication that the devil is the serpent, and the Bible does not make any comparison between the devil and the serpent. Usually, when the devil is referred to as an animal in the Bible, it's usually a dragon, right? And Yeah, there's no indication that the serpent is the devil that deceived Eve. That's just things people say, right? Mainly Protestants, but that's just something that people say. There's no indication that that's the devil. But anyway,
like I said, I was doing these moon rituals. I had an altar. I was doing blood rituals. I was astral projecting,
Wow.
transited.
yeah. So just as I thought, wasn't not going to give us what. So what moon? Can you give us one moon ritual that you did? Just one. No, can't. Can you give us one blood ritual that you did? No. Nope. And even if they did, it would be the most generic thing you've ever heard. It would be like they just got done watching a horror movie that had witchcraft as part of the premise, and they just said whatever that witch did. Oh yeah, I cut myself and I held it over the candle flame and let the blood drip and I chanted to the moon and all. Yeah, that's not a real ritual. Like that's you just made that up, right? So I don't believe you. Okay, I think you're clout chasing in the evangelical Christian community because this is super popular right now. I was actually watching on my YouTube. Actually, we can. I'll show you. I was watching earlier today a video on my YouTube. As soon as it all loads here, whenever you're ready. History. This video right here. This guy. And this video is only a few
Eventually
months
arrive
old.
and you won't. These things can only.
And he was saying how these evangelicals, and now he is a Christian, but he was saying how all he sees on his timeline lately is ex witch, ex occultist, ex Satanist to Jesus, to Christianity, to the Lord, right? He sees a bunch of these types of videos, and he's no, I don't know why. I don't know where this came out of. It's because it's popular right now, and it's a good way to gain followers, and these people are taking full advantage. But let's continue and see what she talks about.
Little meditation, chakra alignment, opening my third eye, reaching my Christ consciousness, talking to spirit guides. Like, I mean, it just spiraled.
Every new ager or ex-witch that I've talked to always says, I had suicidal ideation, I had depression, I had anxiety, I was so empty after the high and I didn't want to live anymore. These practices, they make you feel like you have power for a moment, but then afterwards you feel horrible. You think that you have power and you think you're moving things, but these demons have you on chains and they're going to keep you bound and they're going to torment you, because at the end of the
So those two statements don't equal out, right? Uh, so you think you have power is what she's saying, and you think you're moving things on this hand, but on this hand, demons got you in control, blah blah blah. Those two statements are contradictory. So are things happening? Are things moving? Not physically moving, like you're levitating things or like telekinesis, but like, are things moving in your life? Are things actually happening as a result of your rituals? Even if it was the result of demons, it wouldn't be because they're like controlling you. It would be because they would be lending you their power and their ability to do these things. Now they could be using that to control you, right? But you'd have to provide some kind of foundation for that. You can't just say that, right? You can't just say that there's a demon controlling you. What is your basis for that? Because that's not biblical. You guys are evangelicals, right? So if it's not in the Bible, it's not a thing. You guys don't agree with extra biblical text. So if it's not in the Bible, it's not a thing. That's not in the Bible. So what are you talking about? But let's see.
day, you're not pulling the strings, they are. But it's just a lie from the enemy that he wants us to think we have power and he's controlling us like a puppet.
But how is it a lie? If I do a ritual for, I don't know, a new job and I get a new job, how is that a deception? How is that a lie? I got the job. It's not like the guy's going to say, psych, deception, you're not really hired. No. I mean, unless you lied on your application and they find out or something like that. But other than that, you got the job. So what are you talking about? What are you talking about? Oh, that's it. Okay. That's it. Yeah. Par for the course for these people. And like I've told you guys, right? Whenever you watch these clips, or even if you watch the full, interviews, right? They always do this. They do exactly what she did, right? Right here.
Even the garden, you can be like God. I got really
after
deep really fast. I was doing, like I said, I was doing these moon rituals. I had an altar. I was doing blood rituals. I was astral projecting.
Wow.
Transcendental meditation, chakra alignment, opening my third eye, reaching my Christ consciousness, talking to spirit guides. Like, I mean, it just...
See, they rattle off a bunch of things that by themselves have nothing to do with witchcraft, right? Astral projecting by itself does not make one a witch, does not mean you're practicing witchcraft, does not denote witchcraft, right? Christ consciousness is not anything in witchcraft, so I don't even know why she mentioned that, right? Moon rituals, like what, right? You can rattle off these names that you've no doubt seen in other videos. You did a quick Google search on what witches do, and you saw, oh, they do moon rituals. Okay, so I'll just say that. Promise you, somebody were to ask her, can you describe a moon ritual to me? She wouldn't be able to. Or again, like I said earlier, if she makes an attempt, it'll be this vague, generic. It won't be specific, right? It won't be like what I could give you, a specific thing that you could just go and repeat right now. She won't be able to do anything like that. It'll be this broad, the moon is out and we're standing under it and we dancing and chant. It's very generic, right? It wouldn't be something like, yes, on the full moon during, whatever month, and we would prefer to do it on a Monday since that's the day of the moon, in the hour of the moon, right? We would retire to, I don't know, our chamber or out in the woods or something like that. We would go skyclad, right? We would cast our circle going, I don't know, I'm going to assume if she was involved in any sort of witchcraft, it would be Wicca or something like that. So we go Widdershins or something to cast the circle, right? And then we go and we invoke the 4 elements, calling on each of the guardians of earth, air, fire, water, right? Very specific. She can't do anything like that because she doesn't do, or she's never done moon rituals. She can rattle it off, but she can't actually talk about it, right? She can just say, oh, I did moon rituals and blood rituals. And then Taylor just goes, whoa. She doesn't go, oh, wow. My audience doesn't know what a moon ritual is because we're not witches. So can you explain to the audience, like, what is a moon ritual? So that way they can see how demonic this stuff really is, right? Go over the moon ritual. A blood ritual? Whoa, dude, that's crazy. Can you tell us go over that blood ritual? Because we don't know what a blood ritual is. I mean, Taylor claims to have been a witch before, so she might claim to know, but her audience doesn't. It'd be nice for you to enlighten them, but you don't because you can't. They always do this. They can rattle off a long list of things that they did when they were a witch, but they can't ever elaborate on any of the things that they mentioned. And then when they try to, they fail miserably, right? Like the video I did on what's that guy's name? The Spanish guy, John Ramirez. The video I did on one of the videos I did on him, where he was talking about what astral projecting was and how he was way off. What did he say? Astral projecting was using or letting a demon use your body so you can go to different parts of your city and put curses on the city? Like, what? That's astral projecting to you? According to what source? Like what, please, I need to know the source that is telling you that astral projecting is letting a demon take over your body for the purpose of you going around your city to place curses. When they try to attempt to give you an actual outline, it's nonsense like that. Further evidence that they've never done anything, never practiced anything. Nonsense.